Aussie,
Okay, it's Saturday night. Gotta get some hype up because I'm feeling a bit flat. So here we go. What does what does this do? Oh, look at that. Oh god, I feel like I'm in play. I should save this for when there's more people here. I feel like I'm on Play School. That's just weird. Okay. Oh, that was actually, god, there was something weird about that. Weirded me out a little bit. I don't know why. I've just decided to play with StreamYard features. There we go, a logo. And what I used to look like. All right. That's a whole thing, isn't it? There you go. All right. Now, I'm trying to think. There's a green screen function. Where is it? I don't know. Hey, Justin. Saw the dentist. Dentists love doing that, taking out your wisdom teeth. Yeah, Strixhagen had it done. I've had it done in the last 10 years. I just realized it's going to say 5 years, and I was going, well, that would only be just before COVID, and I think it was long before that. And yet again, I feel compelled to point out, COVID has utterly fucked up my ability to gauge time. Yeah, you really don't want to be smoking when you've had wisdom teeth out. I have heard that's a very bad idea. Justin, it's a piece of string question. Does it hurt like hell? I mean, the recovery, depending how it goes, the recovery can be quite painful, like when your anesthetic wears off. I didn't find it particularly traumatic, and I'm an absolute wuss with dentists. In terms of the process, does it hurt? The thing that hurts the most is getting the anesthetic. It hurts a little bit. I still felt it a bit when they pulled it out, just a tiny bit. But it's freaking weird because wisdom teeth, as a general rule, don't want to come out. So they really have to yank the fuckers out. And there's a whole thing about, is the wisdom tooth impacted? But okay, I feel like I'm saying bad things. I actually meaning to say not bad things. I don't think a wisdom tooth extraction is particularly traumatic. It can be a bit painful when your anesthetic wears off, but I don't think it's that bad. But your mileage may vary. It's a weird thing. Yes. The wiggling is pretty weird. And something, like I said, it's weird that it doesn't hurt, but something feels intrinsically wrong. Like, okay, that just kind of feels weird and wrong. But I didn't find it particularly traumatic. And if I'm okay with something a dentist does, it's probably not that bad, because I was traumatized by a dentist as a kid, so I really don't like going. So if I'm okay with something, it's probably a kind of okay thing to have happen. So good old Panadine Fort. Dang. That's hard to get these days. How long did it take to, again, that's a real piece of string. I mean, it's a pretty major extraction. Like, I had stitches, I think, on a extraction, but there's not a one answer to that. Olive oak balls. Okay, now literally you saying that the shift was busiest, most mental. That seems intense to me. You know, I actually decided I wasn't gonna make videos tonight because I'm stupid far ahead, and I was gonna do the end of years, but I made a bunch of cocktails last night, and I was a tad tired, staying up till 2 a.m. And drinking a lot. Still don't get hangovers, like don't have headaches, feeling like I'm gonna die. Just a bit tired, and it wasn't like till the afternoon, and I actually even had a nap. And it wasn't till like an hour after I got up from my nap that I was like, okay, now I kind of feel recovered. So maybe I'll have a hair of the dog, and I'll find an inspiration. We'll look in the Bible, one of the good books. But please don't tell. What did I bookmark here? Something I must have just. Oh, Le Père. Oh my god, that's such a good drink. It's a version of a hot toddy. Mrs. Angry and I love it. Genevieve. What happened here? Wouldn't have been an old pal. An opera. No, it would not have been that. A Paddington. Ramble Bon grapefruit juice and marmalade. A Paddy Wallbanger. Primavera, aquavit, Cointreau, lemon juice, asparagus tips. Good lord. A Prince Edward, Scotch Lily Blanc Drambuie, orange bitters. All right, yeah, these are alphabetical. You want a raspberry? Okay, of the various fruit liqueurs I have, raspberry's not one. I do have strawberry. You actually gave me an idea. Just using the liqueur for a sweetener in an old fashioned. I was thinking of rum. Let's. Oh, I think I do. That's really cool. But anyway, disappearing into the mysterious mystery. See, okay, that's the strawberry liqueur. Are there any other liqueurs that give me ideas? What's that one? Dune de Menthe. Oh, no, I'm going to make one with this. With this and whiskey. Honey lemon. Sorry, this is not a raspberry. You wanted raspberry. I'm not going to make a raspberry. I'm going to make an old I feel like that just goes with whiskey. What whiskey will which is there one I've almost used up? But I could empty the bottle maybe. Which one's going a bit low? Just keeping all these bottles. Oh, geez, that's running a bit low. They still make this? All right. This was my favorite in a blind taste test. Shit, Majiggas. Where Majiggas at? Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Watching on the Facebook. Hope you've been well. Oh yeah, one of the scariest right-wing guys in America says Donald Trump's so much a piece of shit you shouldn't vote for him. That's pretty intense. Are we talking dinner, Safra? I had the rest of my pasta bake. I made a really big thing, so it was 4 meals in all. It's all gone now. It was good. Large shell pasta, party pies. I had this supermarket sausage rolls that like they weren't baked, like you had to bake them, I was so professional. I made an egg wash and everything. Put them in the air fryer. That's what I had for lunch. That was yum. Oh, Kathy, glad you're doing great. That's all right. Yeah, I mean, Jesus Christ, if Cheney can come out publicly for Harris, I kind of think W might, but who knows? I did have I got my sourdough bread from my favorite bakery yesterday, so I could have bacon on sourdough for breakfast, and I appreciated it. Yeah, here's the thing: Trump and his supporters can spin that if establishment Republicans turn against him, that Trump's going, Trump will just go, see, I'm the outsider. They're scared because I'm attacking the deep state and they're all part of the deep state. And it's just like nothing's real with these people. Anyway, I forgot to freaking take anything out of the dishwasher. Put all the stuff I used last night in the dishwasher. And I didn't bring any of it out. I thought I wasn't going to need, but I forgot the jigger. Yes, rhinos. I don't know when that term was first coined. I know they used it in the TV series The West Wing. Or possibly it was in the news thing, right? Republican in name only. So what's this, Rays? So hungry. You walked 30. You actually had a counter on. You did 36,000 steps during your shift. Holy fuck. Oh my God. Oh, the main thing with Trump, Safa, and I'm sure you know that, is he's a liar and he just spouts word salad. It means nothing. Dude, I want stories. This wild shift, I want stories. I got to go and get my jigger because I do like to measure my cocktails. Okay. Here we go. Okay, gonna settle down again. Straight in my glass. So, okay. Good. I'm gonna have to look up if they still make this. Is this gonna be just a memory? It's gone. Do. Let's do that. What's the AB? 58. Dang. This is going to be kind of like a penicillin. Reaching in the pocket for a painkiller. I think, Justin, an interesting question is to what extent are the really vocal Trump supporters aware of what a liar and a fraud Trump is, and they just don't care? And to what extent do they actually have they convinced themselves of the bullshit? Because it's kind of impossible to tell from the outside. Because what's the big reason people go for Trump is because he says what they want to hear. He says it's okay for you to be a piece of shit because you're actually the real downtrodden one. So you're actually correct when you treat other people like shit because you're the real hero. Okay, the basics. 4 vandalism incidents. Fights breaking out when the bars let out. Caught people fucking in the bushes. Nice. Wow, that is events happening there. All right, where are we? Gonna do some orange peel. Cut that pith off. Your dad did auditing for Trump casinos. Company had to see. Yeah, Trump's renowned for not paying people. So you had 15 events starting at the same time, 12 contractors starting jobs, double bookings, one class event cancelled, no one informed the event. Oh wow, holy shit! It's just like that's quite the cavalcade of drama. Trimming a bit of the pith off the back of this peel. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Put that in there. Oh, yeah, that orange oil. We love that orange oil. You know what? Well, we love it so much, we want some more orange peel. All right. Oh, you fucking bitch. Son of a bitch. Well, I'm not letting that go to waste. The alcohol will disinfect it if it picked up any filth from the floor. So you got CCTV monitoring crash, leaving Iris building exposed, alarm responses. Oh, damn. Jesus. Geez, does your dad specialize in auditing dodgy people? Alan Bond was another one notorious for not paying people, particularly with the America's Cup defense in Perth. It kind of made it clear you should be honored to be part of it, and we're not going to pay. And that included security. I remember seeing the people who were running security went public saying he was trying to not pay them. It's all this, the lie of these people making their money through hard work. They're just fucking dodgy criminal fucks. Okay, what's this one? You had a teacher show up, need to drop off after-hours students, enter, trigger an alarm while training a new guard on the campus who was nervous, new to the industry and could barely speak English. Good Lord. That is a lot of drama in one shift. Okay, stab. Yes. Continuing my run of good omen, successfully getting a cherry on the first stab. That's the basics. That's the summary, the high level view of all the drama. That sounds like an intensely dramatic shift. And hope you got some chill out time, because it sounds pretty goddamn intense. If you're asking me. Okay, how's this? Ooh, that's really good. Oh man, that is a good freaking whiskey though. Yeah, document all the crazy stories that your dad's got from his career, because it sounds pretty crazy. Okay. Ooh. Oh man, that's got a bit of character. Okay, so I need to look up the Rose distilling. Gotta see if they still have this. My favorite whiskey. Okay, shop. Whiskey. What whiskeys do we have, Archie Rose? A tailored whiskey, which I actually have, which I haven't tried for a while. I should try it again. Might do that tonight. Rye malt whiskey, single malt whiskey, double malt whiskey, red gum cask. I mean, honestly, that sounds really good, but it's over $200, and I'm like, fuck. Rum cask, single malt cask strength, they still have it. Okay. Good. I'm going to have to get more of that. That's like when something wins in the blind taste. Oh, and they've marked down blasphemy a little bit. The coffee-infused whiskey, which I actually quite like to put a little bit of coffee flavor into. Okay, it's like Archie Rose are getting some spirit. Wait, do they have any interesting rums? I don't need any gins. I've got so many gins at the moment. Eau de Bie, molasses rum. What? Gee, the white cane's a pretty good price, $59. Heavy cane. Is that the higher proof one, heavy cane? Let me have a look. 50%, yeah. Okay. Higher proof white rum. Oh, what did we miss? Oh, sorry, your dad's not a right winger. So when you left your shift, still chaos, getting calls till 2 p.m. Jesus. Chaos Central. They give you a hard time, quit and watch them shit themselves. Yeah. Good. It's good to have the confidence in your position like that. Oh, damn, that's a drink. Damn. It's got a bit of kick. Oh, yeah. I mean, Jesus Christ. Ray's worked so fucking hard. I'm extremely glad you know your worth, dude, because fuck those people. Fuck people taking you for granted. It is a sort of power revenge thing. No one can just walk out on someone. You did all that on the drive home. Oh no, in a booze bus. It's ages since I've been breathalyzed. Actually, ages since I've actually seen a booze bus. I guess maybe I don't drive around that much anymore. But it's ages since I've even seen a booze bus. Oh, you know what I'm going to do with this? End up in a lawsuit with Malcolm Turnbull. Your dad's definitely got the stories, Justin. The orange bit is making a little bit, and I'm just going to cheat and put a splash of my extra special sugar syrup in here. Because we are just out of control with no rules tonight. Just doing crazy shit, man. A little crazy up in this place. You work hard, gives you the ability to treat management how they treat you. Yep. Yeah, feeling like you don't have a choice in jobs is not good for you, for your mental health or whatever. But rightly knowing, they need you and you do a good job and they'll suffer if you're not there. Need to lean into it. Yep, okay. That's actually better. I'm sure hardcore whiskey drinkers will think I've now made that drink too sweet, but anyway. All right. I love that as a phrase raise. I'm rhyming all the timing. You're questioning it, and you're the one in question. Oh, dear. Nicely put. Okay. No. Sorry. I was just looking at other headlines about pedophile teachers, and I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't need to know. Oh, that's an interesting one. David Pocock created AI deepfakes of Anthony Albanese and Peter Dutton because he wants them to be banned. Well, let me share it, actually, because this won't actually trigger a copyright thing. Oh, God, I'm clicking on the wrong things. I'm so easily confused. Hey, Mism, how you doing? Hope you've been well. Okay, so let's... Okay, so friggin'... Let me see if I can... Yeah, and now it won't share. Friggin', StreamYard has developed a glitch. Oh, wait, is that what I'm meant to do? Well, that's friggin' stupid. Okay, I just worked it out. So, oh, look, it's an infinite recursion. But if I go over here, I want to come back here and do this maybe. We're back with infinite recursion. So...
I can't believe what I've just seen.
What I'm focused on is making a difference. And so today, following extensive consultation, I can confirm that my government will be introducing legislation into the Parliament that will see a 3-year phased-in complete ban on all forms of gambling advertising, digital and on TV, to protect the next generation of Australians.
That video is fake, and there are currently no laws against making videos like that. And I'm concerned we're not seeing the urgency required to protect our democracy from generative AI. I got these videos made to push the Parliament to take some action before the next election. If you want our democracy protected from the use of generative AI, please sign the petition below or in my bio. And they also need to listen to the community and implement a total ban on gambling advertising while they're at it.
Authorised by David Pocock for David Pocock, Canberra.
Okay, there's a Dutton one.
And this as well.
I think the Prime Minister needs to show leadership here. We can't allow a culture to continue where young people are introduced at a younger and younger age to a betting and gambling culture because
these are fairly believable.
It becomes unmanageable. And that's why today I can confirm the Coalition will support the government's bill to legislate a total ban on gambling advertising.
Wow, that's those were pretty believable. Damn. Okay, so those weren't made with one of the free tools. Like, he's gotten professionals to do it. Yeah, I know. I would do some really feral stuff on Dutton as well. So he's got someone professional to make those. Those aren't, with the free tools that you can get. But, Jesus, at first glance, they're really believable. Think Pocock will get re-elected? I think you're probably right. I know. The name Pocock is very silly. It's like someone couldn't spell peacock. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, my counterpoint when people are going, oh, we've got to stop them, what's truth, what's reality, people be perverted, and they will, without a doubt. But people have always believed bullshit, particularly bullshit they want to believe. Politicians, oligarchs, media empires have always told people completely false thing. And people have just gone, yep. And that's with no documentary evidence. They're just told a thing and they've gone, yep, okay, let's go to war over that. That's happened so many times. So I don't know. Maybe people are just stupid. You saw your comment that said cock. Yeah. But it's funny. It's just funny. Oh, I saw the I didn't even watch the video, but the Canberra Liberals trying to be funny and like have a viral video. They've made a video that's like based on that Not Happy Jan ad from the 90s saying, you know, you got to get Labor out of power because they never delivered on their promises. And it's just like, yeah, going with like a 30-year-old reference. You guys are really on the cutting edge. So, yeah, that's the man. Okay, now that's turned into a good drink. Wow, I really like that. Well, it was Not Happy Andrew because it was about Canberra politics, not federal politics, like ACT politics. But yeah, the biggest joke in the country, the ACT Liberals trying to be edgy, is the thing. It is interesting how widely people know Not Happy Jan, but you got to be at least a millennial. Like you got to be, I think you got to be over 30 to have a chance of getting the reference. Oh yeah, and that's the benchmark. If they're even more of a joke than the Vic Liberals. As well, I'm fascinated to see what happens in the next Victorian state election, because the personality, I think it's fair to call it a personality cult of Andrews, is gone. I think our current Premier has a much lower public profile, and the media outlets have continued their constant barrage. Is that enough for the complete failure that is the Victorian Liberal Party to actually pick up seats in the next election? Who knows? Because they do win elections. Like Andrew's winning was a little bit of a surprise, I think. I think the Victorian Liberals didn't think he was going to win the first time he got in. But yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, see, the ACTs, when it's all public servants voting, why would you vote for the Liberal Party? That's an interesting thing. I think if and when, because it is only a matter of time, no one stays in power forever. If and when the Liberals get in power in Victoria, they're definitely going to at least make noises about forcing public servants to go back to the office. Whether they will go through with it, whether it's enforceable, is a whole different thing. So, outrage, if the same level of scrutiny was placed on corrupt politicians and corrupt business people as was placed on the CMFEU, which way does it? I don't know. I'd be happy. Not suggesting there aren't problems at the CMFEU, but the idea that there's somehow evil demons and there isn't just criminal bullshit going on with politicians and business people, like all the rorts with job placement schemes and with the NDIS, is just like, you know, criminal bullshit all over the place. And I'm just very wary of governments and media targeting unions. Because I just don't feel like they place the same amount of scrutiny on other sectors, which would be good if they did. Just, you know, my opinion. Oh, yeah. And look, there seems to have been some truly egregious criminality at high levels in the CMFEU, like just seriously bad. But like I said, and I'll stick to it, if you put the same amount of scrutiny on fucking politicians and business leaders, they're not going to come out squeaky clean either. Thinking of whether, you know what, I wanted to have a martini tonight. I remixed my freezer martini and I haven't had a proper taste of it yet. And I even filtered it and put it in a new bottle because I'm a special boy. So I think I'm going to go get my freezer martini. I want to try it. So I got to scare people by leaving Tom Kitten in charge. Only for like 30 seconds, though. I'm not going to be gone long. Not even long enough to put elevator music on. Where's my banner for Tom Kitten? Just put that on. Let's go into the freezer. Tom Kitten's in charge. All right. Just do this. Pour myself a martini. 'Cause I'm a classy motherfucker. Gonna pour it in my very classy martini glass. Ooh, that was a satisfying noise. Oh, man. I should have done that sitting at the desk because that was some killer ASMR right there. Missed opportunity. All right. Tom Kitten's hidden behind me again. Okay, is it my imagination or am I out of focus? It can be hard to tell. How much have I had to drink? That's pretty much what I think. The media always wants to slag unions. The Business Council, the Conservatives always want to slag unions. So if they can get them on something, it becomes the whole thing. Well, like the actual direct connections with criminals and the CMFEU was pretty wild. Anyway, we should. We missed an ASMR. Yeah, I keep Tom Kitten warm, and Tom Kitten also cushions the small of my back. So, you know, it's a mutually agreeable situation. Oh, man, I've got that good at the moment. I love topping up the freezer martini because it changes either subtly or quite noticeably. The current blend, very nice. It's even a little bit sweet. Oh, yeah. No, that's good. Okay. A little bit of trivia. CFMEU and ACT not under administration. One of the two states exempted. Okay. Well, it's a very classy glass. And there are two types of glasses that champagnes served in. There's the champagne flute, the thin ones, and the martini V glass. See, I don't even know who that is. You got more knowledge of the dark underside than I do, Rays. So I'm going to trust that you know who you're talking about, because I don't. Oh man, that is good. Yum. I love when I get the balance right. Very, very, very tasty. I just need to take it out and chill. Oh, okay. National President of the Mongols. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Again, you know, someone probably, and I'm thinking of Setka here, someone probably has too much power if they don't see any problem with getting really hardcore criminals involved in their enterprise and using them for standover tactics. It's just like, fucking just take a look at yourself in the mirror. Oh, there's a whole bunch of lines I could throw in there, Justin. Canberra not that attractive to biker gangs or organised crime. But I won't be mean to Canberra. Much as that's like an opening a mile wide. You're giving me such a straight line there. It's an effort of some considerable willpower on my part of doing it. And that is, yeah, that is the thing I was going to say. A different type of organized crime. The graft of influencing politics and all that shenanigans. So yeah. Okay, that's the insight, strictly saying. You've hit the nail on the head. Bikies hate roundabouts. That's why they don't go to Canberra. Hey Greg, how are you going? Feel like I haven't seen you for a little while. I hope you've been keeping well. Actually, I have been seeing your super cute family photos on Facebook. So that's all good. And we're just chilling on the weekend. I keep forgetting how different the time is between us. How many hours have you been off work? They keep calling you. Redonkulous. A traffic light on a roundabout. Well, Canberra was like the first place in Australia to have roundabouts. I don't know if it's the absolute first, but it has those huge ones. The Canberra roundabouts are frigging enormous. Oh, there's nothing rude about not saying hello, Greg. You're just hanging out. It's all good. That's true. The right to disconnect is a thing now. But yeah, I guess it's down to you what you do with them. Oh, I don't think I mentioned before. Just out of the blue, I decided to go on TikTok today, and just randomly going like, I should post my short cocktail videos on TikTok. I'd set up the account there ages ago, and I was just like, oh, look, there's some notifications, and someone tagged me in a video. Someone made a video. They came on the stream a while back from Twitch, and the video is titled something like, so I was watching a streamer with 0 viewers. And that's the thing they're doing. They're trying to make it their thing. They find someone on Twitch that no one's watching. uh, and they ask them the same questions. And it's not mean at all. It's actually quite positive. Like they're just trying to get an insight into people, and they put together just my responses to the question they asked, and I was like, ah! And so then I commented on it and saying, okay, to be fair, people were watching me on YouTube. And then also saying, like, I'm commenting way after you posted this because this is my first time on TikTok in ages. Ah, Soph didn't know about the right to disconnect law. Okay. Right. So the traffic lights caused accidents. Is that what's happening? People who don't know roundabouts. Oh, is that like a Mr. Beast thing? Donating $500 to someone who's got no viewers on Twitch. Jesus. We had one. Mism Creations came on to say hi earlier. So someone was watching on Twitch. But yeah, that was kind of funny going on TikTok and seeing that video. And and the person has got a few videos with the same thing, asking people the same questions. It's like, oh, so that's a thing they're going to do. And they're not a big channel. First, I thought, are they a big channel? They're not. But they've come up with an idea, and it's a pretty good one. Find the people who are just doing this stuff and ask them these questions. Kind of funny that they didn't tell me they were going to do that and didn't tell me they had done it. But like I said, it's not mean. It's quite positive. You're getting lag? Well, it's. Oh, I'm gonna say. Oh, did you go onto Twitch? Because you said there's like less lag on Twitch. It is really common for there to be like a 20-second gap between, like, when anyone out there puts a comment on YouTube and I actually see it on the stream. Oh, sorry, just talking about problems with the roundabout. There's this one in England that it's a roundabout surrounded by smaller roundabouts. And I've actually been in a car that, you guys, see if I can find it. We'll do England worst roundabout. See if we can get a good. Okay, you just want a large image that I can share. Okay, this looks like the best image of it. Let me. Okay. Yeah, no, this is it. And like I said, I was a passenger in a car that went on this. Okay. Oops, what did I do then? Okay. So this roundabout, you see there's one in the middle, but there's like 7 smaller roundabouts around it. And it actually makes some course, but you can see all the different lanes and stuff that go in it. Oh, okay. Sorry, Strictly Sega. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. But in retrospect, the Twitch comment showed up first. But I don't know how big a gap there was. I wasn't paying attention. You got to give me a heads up because I was looking at something else. So yeah, there's a roundabout in the middle with 7 smaller roundabouts around it. It's a bit freaky. Yes, European vacation. Now that was just, I think, a fairly regular roundabout in either Italy or France, and it was just, I don't know, it's a joke of Americans not understanding how roundabouts work. But that's pretty intense. A roundabout surrounded by roundabouts. When your roundabout isn't roundabout enough, so you put roundabouts on your roundabout. But it does kind of make sense as well. It's disconcerting to start with, but it actually kind of makes sense, that thing with the smaller roundabouts, because there's like all these different roads come together, and it's so theoretically you can come from any road and then get off on any of the other roads. Oh no, it was actually in London. Yes, it's Buckingham Palace, Big Ben, Parliament. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's so long since I've seen that movie. Americans hate roundabouts. Yeah, roundabouts are communism. Roundabouts are communism of the road. That's why Americans don't like them. I believe that super roundabout is quite busy. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 7 roads coming into it. And it's to allow you to, the theory is you can come on from any of those roads and be able to get off any of those roads. But Jesus Christ, you have to be careful. Like, you have to really understand roundabouts and how you give way and whatnot. I like that. Roundabouts look like blood veins looking at them. Oh yeah, okay, like the flow of blood, the flow of cars. Yeah, kind of makes me want to watch Queen Katsi again. I think I've got them all on disc, just for, I'm gonna get high sometime. I don't get high. Don't want to watch them drunk. They'd just be disorienting watching them drunk. I think the only one I saw in a cinema was Powakatsi, which I think is the second one. Queen Katsi is the first one. I think Powakatsi is the second one, and Nakoya Katsi is the third one. Look at me saying that. This is like I'm an art house film wanker that I practiced saying those correctly. But now I'm going to look it up to check. Koi and Koinas Katsi. Okay, so Koinas Katsi is subtitled Life Out of Balance. Of course, there's a Criterion collection of the Katsi thing. Godfrey Reggio. Yes, I was right. Powakatsi is the second one. I've seen most of Koinas Katsi. I don't think I've seen Nakoya Katsuki. So Koinas Katsi came out in 83. Powakatsi came out in 88. And Nakoya Katsi came out in 2002. Ooh, I can get the trilogy on Blu-ray for $60. Wow, Blu-ray and DVD at the same price. Okay. Koinas Katsi means life out of balance, a Hopi Indian word. They all mean something. Oh god, they've got Baraka in there as well. I've seen Baraka. I might even have that on disc. Jeez. I love this. Customers after getting the Cutsy trilogy also get 2001, which is also trippy. Akira, trippy. Baraka, trippy. Samsara. I think I've seen Samsara too. Also trippy. La Haine, The Hate, French film. I've seen that. In the Mood for Love. Oh, God, this is like art house stuff. Good Lord. This is mad art house stuff. Also throwing Brazil in there. I think I've heard of that movie, The Wrong Guy. Dave Foley and Jennifer Tilly. Oh, Baraka was the last ever 70mm Todd AO film. There you go. Got it on Laserdisc. Nice. Nice. Oh my God. Fucking martini, so good. All right. Be responsible. Drink something non-alcoholic. Oh, yeah. This is where I get to try out the blood orange and mango mineral water because I haven't actually tried it yet. Do 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 do. Ah, all righty. ASMR. I know. Oh my God, Jesus Christ! I tipped that on my microphone. What an idiot! Do this. Get the bubbling ASMR. That's for anyone wearing headphones. So was that Todd AO got married to Liz Taylor and he went missing? Okay, there you go. I didn't know that at all. There you go. Safa got the headphones. Was that some good ASMR? The bubbles hissing? During the 50s and 60s, Todd AO was a go-to for 65, 70mm feature films. Oh, what did I see? Oh man, I saw the David Lean's director's cut of Lawrence of Arabia in 70mm in a cinema. That was a hell of an experience, I should say. There's a lot of extra stuff in the director's cut, and it's just really amazing visuals. So just randomly throwing that in. That's nice. Okay. First time having that, just a really light flavor, like all the other ones. Raspberry one's not my favorite. I don't hate it. It's oof. 70mm versions usually longer by 15, 20 minutes. Yeah, the Lawrence of Arabia one, just some of the shots were just so much longer. Like notoriously the one where it's this really wide shot and it's the heat haze of the desert, the Wiggles, and someone comes in riding on a camel and they gradually sort of come into focus as they get closer. And I remember reading a thing where David Lean saying he wanted to capture that whole thing where you get the heat wiggles in the desert with the mirages and whatnot. And he wanted to capture that and film it. And people said you couldn't, that a film camera wouldn't capture that. And he just persisted. And there's this really, really great shot of the sun. And it's all heat wobbles. And then gradually this guy riding a camel resolves. In the director's cut, that shot goes for a couple of minutes. It's damn. Oh god, I saw this. Speaking about director's cuts and shit, I saw this video on YouTube the other day. It was an interview with Ridley Scott talking about Blade Runner and talking about how it was testing really badly because the ending was really depressing. And the studio's like, you got to have a happy ending. And he goes, how the fuck do I have a happy ending? He's going, well, you got to have them escape and go off and live in the mountains. As I think, and Ridley Scott's going, why would you live in this really fucked city if there were mountains that you could escape to? But they made him do it. And he actually, to test it with audiences, he contacted Stanley Kubrick and said, I heard you had lots of extra footage of those opening shots from The Shining, of the car going through the mountain roads. Can I get some of that to test? And then apparently Kubrick sent him 6 hours of film. Like they shot this so many times. There was 6 hours of this film, and so they spliced that onto the end with a voiceover saying that escaped, and it worked. And the studio went, "Yeah, we're going to do this, but now we're going to release it." And they didn't have time to actually shoot their own version of it. So we went back to Stanley Kubrick and said, can I actually buy that footage and use it in a movie? And Kubrick said, okay. So in the first release print of Blade Runner, the end sequence was actually stuff shot by Stanley Kubrick for The Shining. Later releases, they'd actually shot their own footage for it. But I found that kind of fascinating. Ray's according to the afternoon shift, they only just slowed down enough to do paperwork. God damn. So like 3 hours past the peak of the chaos. What a wild, wild time. Ugh. It's like the wildest thing happening in my work is it's like people volunteering to work in the avian flu response thing that's happening, because we've got this really devastating avian flu spreading through poultry farms, and it's a critical incident, and it's just going to be ongoing for fucking ever. And yeah, it's a hell of a thing. And they need so many extra people to process all the information for it. Damn. So it's 14 hours of chaos. 70 calls from campus for events and contractors. Yeah, uni campus being chaos on a Saturday. God damn. It's like, don't take anything for granted, really. That's some severe chaos you have in there. It's a whole thing. Just simultaneously having movie discussions and the fucking chaos of a security shift on the weekend. Because we got to talk about all the things. Speaking about all the, I love just going, okay, what's on the news? Is there any wacky news headlines? Let me see. What's happening? Looking at the news, sneaky tactic sending you broke. Is that like drugs being too good? Woolworth under fire for single-use product? Okay. More about David Pocock doing the deep fakes. Who's forcing people to go back to the office? Oh, Price Waterhouse. Okay. Ordered PwC UK ordered workers to come into the office 3 days a week. 60% of the time. That's up for 2 days a week. Yeah, you just say yes and then you don't come in. You tell the boss you came in on a day they weren't there. People in Tasmania still out of power. High temperatures and severe storms. I mean, warm, wet spring. I mean, with chaos. Weather and climate chaos. Police pressured a US man to confess to a murder that never happened. Okay, that's a story. I need to know this. Tom Perez called the police to say his father was missing. 36 hours later, he was on psychiatric hold in a hospital, having been pressured into confessing he killed his dad and trying to take his own life. But his dad was actually still alive. And no one told him, but police kept investigating him, looking for a victim who did not exist. He ended up getting he ended up getting $1 million payout. Damn. Perez's father and son lived together in a 3-bedroom house. Okay. The father, who was 71, left the home to check the mailbox, or so his son thought. A few minutes later, the dog came back, but the old man did not. Perez, who was 53, said wasn't that concerned, but his father hadn't come home by the following afternoon. So he just called the police and said, "Hey, I think my dad's wearing me, old man. I don't know." And then the cops decided he'd murdered him. Oh, dear. So he's got 90 minutes of questioning. And where's your dad? This is kind of fascinating. They were getting a search warrant. Crime scene investigators took photographs of what they thought was blood evidence, and a cadaver dog came in. Alerted to the possible... Oh, yeah. Okay, police dogs. That's actually a complete lie. The police coach the dogs to do whatever they want to get the warrants they want. Police never told him he was free to leave because he wasn't under arrest. That's the thing. If you're ever questioned by cops and it ever gets intense, you have to say, I want to leave. And if the cops come up with all this bullshit about, oh, well, it's not going to look good if you don't help me, go, am I under arrest or can I leave? And even when they say, well, it won't look good if you don't, you go, I will come back and answer your questions when I have legal representation. Because even well-intentioned cops can make terrible, terrible, terrible mistakes. But the number of cops who aren't well-intentioned, who are complete arseholes, it's just basically, if cops are heavying you, you need to say, exactly, am I being detained? Am I under arrest? Can I go? And the cops will try to make it sound like you can't leave without actually saying you can't leave. But like push comes to shove, you have to stand up and go, okay, I'm going to leave now. Are you going to stop me? Because cops will fuck with you. Like I said, sometimes it's from, arguably good intentions, but not so much. Ooh, speaking of the Discord, some nice pictures from Musical Aviator doing another rehearsal. Virgin loses stay against reinstating sacked cabin crew. Why did they sack someone? Mystifying allegations. He had one glass of Prosecco at a Christmas party. Signed up for a flight later the same day, 7.5 hours later. He was in breach of an 8-hour rule. They should abstain from alcohol for a minimum of 8 hours before commencing duty. Other allegations of misconduct were brought forward, along with the Prosecco incident. Was involved in a medical incident with a passenger. Knowing he was going to be exhausted, he activated Virgin's fatigue risk management system and removed himself from the roster. Virgin alleged he arrived at the job hungover. Commissioner Pearl Lim found the dismissal was unfair, ordered Virgin to reinstate them. Geez, that's like a vindictive employer right there. Fuck 'em, I say. Yes, and that's the other thing. If you're being detained, you want a lawyer. I remember telling my offspring when they were teenagers, it's kind of like, I don't expect you to get in trouble, but sometimes things happen. And here's what you do if you're ever in a situation where you end up getting picked up by cops and they question you. You point blank say, if you're under 18, you say, I am under 18. I don't want to answer any questions without my parent present. And you want to contact them now because they have to let you. I said, but the one thing is never, ever lie to them. By all means, don't tell them anything, but never, ever lie. Because if you like lie about a little thing, that usually fucking G's up cops to make you fucking guilty of some heinous crime. So he had a grinder hookup. Read the story again. Sorry, I was actually glossing over it, I have to admit. Their grounds for appeal, saying the commissioner was wrong. Self-referred his breach. Virgin argued on return to his role, he'd have to undertake refresher training. Virgin said he was a serious work and health and safety risk, which the commissioner disagreed. So, sorry, you specifically want me to mention the grinder hookup? Okay, I'm looking for it. The Prosecco incident, medical incident. Oh, here it is. After contacting the support team, McIntosh used the Grindr app and invited someone into his hotel room. In evidence, he explained having a physical interaction with someone would help him fall asleep. He wants to fuck and then he's going to sleep. Spent time with the individual's hotel room, fell asleep shortly after. Virgin became aware of this by accessing security footage. Saying, oh, okay. So apparently what happened is he said, because there was a stressful thing at work, he was concerned he was too fatigued to be on shift. So he said, I can't be on shift. And then he used Grindr to get some action. And Virgin said, okay, you had enough energy to fuck. That meant you had enough energy to work. It's just like, okay, actually, thank you for making me read in more detail, Justin. That's actually funny that Virgin have essentially said, well, if you had the energy to fuck, you weren't too fatigued to work, which is patently ridiculous. But also, fucking Virgin getting security footage. Well, someone came to your hotel room. Movie trivia. What job does Dana have in Ghostbusters? So Dana is Sigourney Weaver's character, yeah? She works in a museum? I'm sure she works in a museum. What's her actual job title? I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure she works in a museum. It's how she came into contact with the artifacts that lead her to being possessed by Zool. So it's Ghostbusters 2 she restores paintings. But in the first movie, dun, 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 drum roll as Strictly Seeker does the video. She was a musician. Okay, that's where I was getting confused. Okay, so she's gone from a musician to restoring paintings in a gallery. Talk about being a Renaissance woman. She is multi-talented. Well, no wonder Bill Murray's character was horny for her. This is a nice kind of neutral flavor. Supposed blood orange and mango. I do enjoy Ghostbusters. I'm trying to think, and of course, Bill Murray has all the good lines. But it's a weird obsession they have in Hollywood with saying the Environmental Protection Agency is bad. It's such a common trope in Hollywood productions that the Environmental Protection Agency is bad. All I can think is some really rich Hollywood people had, outrageous plans for home extensions vetoed by the EPA for them to be so vindictive about the EPA. It's really quite weird how often they do it. But I do like the line, the EPA gay that they're hassling. There's a lot of right-wing wet dream stuff in it. But there is a very funny line. One of the Ghostbusters, I can't remember if it's Harold Ramis or Dan Aykroyd, when they're all in the mayor's office and the EPA guy's there. And one of them says to the mayor, "There's all these problems, and Dickless here is fucking up what we're doing." And the mayor goes, "Is this?" For some reason, the mayor thinks Bill Murray's the reasonable one, and he looks at him and goes, "Is this true?" And Bill Murray goes, "It is true. This man has no dick." And the guy lunges in. It's a very funny line. Say, it is true. This man has no dick. But again, very strange. The obsession with saying the Environmental Protection Agency is bad. That is probably my favorite line in the entire movie. It's very funny. And I have to admit, I got super enraged at the misogynist fuckheads who hated on the all-female Ghostbusters, which I think is a genuinely good film. I think it's very good. It's very funny. And it has a lot of absolutely hilarious shit in it. And they go like, "Oh, you've ruined my child." And it's like, shut the fuck up. Okay? If Ghostbusters 2, which was a piece of shit soulless cash-in on Ghostbusters 1, if that didn't destroy your Ghostbusters memories, all the other really egregious licensing cash-ins, particularly the multitude of incredibly shitty kids animated shows, if they didn't ruin your enjoyment of Ghostbusters, an all-female Ghostbusters is not going to do it. Oh yeah, no, fucking trivia, man. You know me, freaking love, even if it's just you and me, and people can just watch me trying to answer trivia questions. I'm bang up for it. But again, every time we talk about movies or TV shows, the experience of arts and entertainments is personal and subjective, If someone just genuinely didn't like it, it's like, that's fine. I personally really liked it. I thought it was really good. Like, I thought it was piss funny. And oh my God, Chris Hemsworth is such a good comedic actor. Oh, I tell you, I didn't drop the link. I'm saying, yeah, come on. And I didn't drop the link. Fucking clown. Honestly. Let's go. All right. Jesus. I'm not even that drunk. I'm drinking soda water at the moment. Mineral water. Just goes to show that I'm not quite switched on. Oh, nice, Ray. It'd be great to have you on too. But that's the link. Anyone who's watching wants to join. That was the link. So, unless anyone's watching silently, I know, Safa. It's time for me to go home. I'm drunk. Wait. Oh my God, I am home. And honestly, worst case scenario, there's a bed right there I can just fall into. But I'm not even that drunk. Definitely wouldn't drive a car. I'm definitely like half Tim Smithed. And because I'm not a piece of shit like Tim Smith, I would not drive a car. But I can probably safely navigate the hallway and go to bed a little bit later. I don't know, 40 minutes. I'll wait to find out when Mrs. Angry goes to bed, basically. She's playing Last of Us 2. See, I got distracted. I didn't even know you were there, Strictly Sega. There we go. How we going? Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm not too loud.
No. You're good. Safa. Sorry, I always like to answer Safa's questions. I actually stumbled out into the lounge room and fell asleep on the lounge. Notoriously, the lounge where I fell asleep in the middle of a stream without switching the stream off. That was, I don't know, 3 years ago when I drank way. And there was a whole bunch of people on the stream. That was my favorite thing. There were a whole bunch of people on the stream, and I just wandered off because I was really drunk. And I sat on the lounge, and it's so comfortable, I just fell asleep. And it was some number of hours later, I woke up and I could hear voices, and I was like, what's going on? And because the stream was still on, that was when I was streaming in the kitchen. And I kind of stumbled up, and everyone was still, and there was all this stuff in the chat like, I was trying to text him, I'm not getting any response. It's like, yeah, because I was blackout drunk. I was not waking up because I was getting pings of text messages. I was fucking out of it. Yeah, I did that twice in 1 month, passing out for 3 hours and then coming back and the stream was still on.
So last night when you slept on the couch, did you have your mask on?
No, I did not put the CPAP machine on last night. Sorry, okay. I think Justin posted. Oh God, okay. This is funny. It's genuinely weird, but it's funny. Someone posting a picture. I thought he cheated on me, but he put a wig on his dog. That's weird. I mean, I like it, but it's weird. Okay.
I mean, the wig, yeah, but what's the face thing that he's got?
I know they're doing those. I think that's supposed to be good for your skin or something, those weird face masks.
Looks like
but yeah,
Sky, you know?
Yeah, putting it on the dog was quite weird. But yes. But okay, so what was you said you had actually new trivia cards.
Yeah, oh boy, did I get new trivia questions. So one of my favorite boxes that we use are these ones, right?
Yeah.
The 80s and 90s.
Oh yeah, 80s, 90s movies,
right?
yeah.
So that's our favorite ones. So I got another one by the same company.
Oh, television.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, I got that.
Ooh, 90s trivia. Okay. Okay, Simpsons. I think we have to do Simpsons trivia. I'm obsessed with Simpsons trivia.
Be aware, it's harder than you think.
Yeah, no, but that I want it to be. I want it to be really arcane Simpsons questions. I think we are coming up on 2-year anniversary for 80 passing. That's just after Christmas, if I remember rightly. Oh, nice, nice. Simpsons picture. Yes, that's the classic Simpsons picture.
Yeah. So a lot of them is there's a scale thing behind it. Sort of like the sort of like the poster, the record cover for
Yeah,
Sergeant Pepper, and they all have numbers on them, and so you got to guess all the characters and have them all listed out.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, let's go from here. All right.
Okay, what's happening?
Add my 4 eyes.
All right. All the cool kids
True or
wear
false?
glasses. That's fine.
The Big Scoop is the name of Springfield's newspaper.
Is that true or false?
Yeah,
False. It's the Springfield Shopper.
correct. Why did the Simpsons go to New York City?
Oh, there was a reason. It's like Homer had done something wrong. I can't. No, I can't remember. But that's one of the famous things that freaks people out. That there's a tour thing of New York that's $9, and the
Yeah.
Twin Towers are in the
Yeah.
background, so it looks
Says
like it's
9/11.
saying 9/11.
Yeah, that's freaky, eh? He
That
parked
is
his car
freaky.
between the two Twin Towers.
Homer's car was parked illegally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite line in that is what is it, Mountain Dew or crab juice? Yes. Ooh, crab, give me the crab juice.
Oh dear.
Okay, next one is, where was the real Seymour Skinner all these years? In hospital with amnesia, on the run for the law, or in a VC prison camp?
He was in a Viet Cong prison camp.
Correct.
And people rag on that episode and they go, that's when The Simpsons got bad. I actually
No.
really like the Tansarian episode where we find out Principal Skinner is not Seymour Skinner. He's a street punk called Tansarian, and he thought Skinner was dead, and so he came back and took his place. I actually like that episode
yeah.
because it's so absurd. I really enjoy absurd
You made a good
humor.
one the other day when they redid the grunge episode.
Oh
When
yeah,
they did a grunge episode and they redid the whole history.
yeah.
And it made
I
me
just
go,
love
"Oh,
that periodically they do flashbacks and Homer and Marge are young in a different decade. They were young in the 80s once, and then they were young in the 90s. And if they do it now, they've got to be young in the noughties. I just think that's hilarious that they keep doing that.
What is Chief Wiggum's wife's name?
Oh. No, I don't know.
Sarah.
Sarah Wiggum. Yes. I could have cheated and just got out my Simpsons tapped out and kept going through the cut characters until I found her. Yeah.
That would have taken you only 10 minutes, though.
Yeah, I know.
In which foreign country did the Simpsons appear on a game show?
Japan.
Yep. I know the answer to that already before. Yep, it's right. Yeah, it's Japan. When Mr. Burns goes to Scotland, what does he bring back with him?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. Which Simpsons character says he was once a watch commander at Pearl Harbor?
Grandpa Simpson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Name 4 of the 6 members of the Springfield chapter of Mensa.
4 of the 6. Okay. Lisa. Comic book guy.
Yep.
Principal Skinner.
Yep.
Lindsay. I'm going to go for more. Lindsay Nagel.
Yep. That's 4.
And I think the Dr. Hibbert was on there as well.
Yep.
Oh, and Professor Frink would have been the 6th. Yep.
Well
yeah,
done.
I knew fucking 6 of them. There you go.
Who was Marge's favorite Beatle?
George Harrison.
No.
Oh, Ringo. No, Ringo wrote a
Not all
letter to
six,
her.
but missed
Yes.
that one. Wow, the Ringo episode. Remember where he painted? she
Yes,
painted Ringo? Yeah.
Yeah, Ringo had spent decades answering every fan letter personally.
Yeah. Which musical group did Mr. Burns order to be killed?
Oh, and he got it wrong. He was it the Beatles or the
No.
Rolling Stones?
Yes.
And it wasn't who he meant to say. He just
No, I
didn't
think it
know
was
the young
Smashing
people's
Pumpkins he was
music.
talking about, right?
Yes. Oh, Ray's knows. It was actually the Ramones. The Ramones upset
right,
him,
the Ramones.
but
Yes.
he
yes.
said kill the Rolling Stones. Yes.
Which Simpsons character image has been on real life space shuttle mission patch?
I guess Lisa?
Not Homer.
Homer, real? Oh, because he actually went to space. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
Where in Springfield can you get 100 tacos for $100?
Oh, I know the episode, and comic book guy comes out with a wheelbarrow of
Yeah,
100 tacos. I don't know what the shop's called though.
Taco Mat.
Taco Mat. There you go.
What is Reverend Lovejoy's first name?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't think I know this one actually.
I knew it. You should know it.
I can't think of it.
When she tells him to stop playing with his trains, she calls him by his first name.
Is it Clancy? No, Clancy Wiggum. No, I don't know.
Timothy.
Yep, no, I was not going to get that.
Yes, I'm right. Yep, good, Timothy.
Yeah.
Okay. At what restaurant does Homer have a beef eating contest with Red Barclay?
Oh, I know the episode because Red Barclay actually dies.
Yeah. Is it? I'll give you a choice of 3 different choices. Okay.
Okay.
Is it the beef steakery, the slaughterhouse, or the bottomless barbecue pit?
It's the slaughterhouse.
Correct. Okay. After she gets her new Canyonero, Marge develops a serious case of what?
Road rage.
Correct.
The Canyonero episode was pretty funny.
What's the name of the 3-eyed fish?
Oh, Blinky.
Yep.
I was about to say, oh, I didn't know how to name, and I straight away remembered it was Blinky.
Yep. What sits next to the basement door in the Simpsons house?
Oh, God, is it that weird Aztec head?
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have got that.
What was it?
Grandfather clock.
Oh, no, I would not have got that.
What's the name of the sea captain?
Oh, Christ almighty. Because he's just called Sea Captain all the time. I don't
There you
know.
go. I didn't know that either. I didn't know it either. Yeah.
What was it?
McAllister.
I definitely didn't know that. No.
What is the name of the Springfield judge?
Oh God, that's
I
actually
knew this,
comparatively easy.
Boys will be boys, he always
Yeah. I'm really annoyed that I'm blanking on this because that's relatively easy. No, I'm absolutely blanking and I can't think of it.
Same name as my least favorite director. Snyder.
Sorry, what?
Snyder. Judge Snyder.
Oh, right. Judge Snyder, yes.
All right. Homer is amazed to see there's a TV character named after him in what TV show?
Oh, I remember the episode because in the pilot, the Homer Simpson character is really cool, but then they rework it for the series and he's a complete dork. And that's inspired by the fact they had people who in the real world were called Homer Simpson who had sent them letters saying, please stop making Homer such a fuckwit because it's ruining my life. It was a cop show. Was it Police Cops?
Yes.
Okay.
Well done. What a great name for a show.
I know, but they're just making fun of how stupid some of the police shows are named. But that one was just called Police Cops.
I'm going to move you to this side of the screen, so I'm actually looking at you when I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah, the soap product, Mr. Sparkle. Sorry, for a second, the soap product is Mr. Sparkle, and the image that looked like Homer was a combination of a light bulb and a fish.
What company builds a cellular phone antenna inside Lisa's bedroom?
Oh, I remember that. I can't remember the name of the company though.
OmniTouch.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say Omnitech. That's not quite right though. Yeah,
That I would have let you get that.
I love Ray suspects it was Telstra.
Conan O'Brien was a writer and producer. True or false? Conan O'Brien was a writer producer of The Simpsons.
True.
He went on. Yep.
And he actually appeared as Conan O'Brien in one episode.
Yeah, before the show took
Only
off.
I may do the dance.
Yeah, only I can do the dance.
Conan O'Brien was working on the show in the Golden Age. Sorry, what?
That was the I Didn't Do It episode.
Yes. But Conan O'Brien was working on the show in the Golden Age. He was...
Yeah, he wrote the babysitter episode.
Yeah. He was on some really good seasons.
The famous monorail episode.
Monorail. Lyle Langley. If that comes up, I've already said the monorail salesman is Lyle Langley.
Oh, there you go. Which breed of dog is Santa's little helper?
It's a greyhound.
Yep. The angel skeleton was sent by who?
Oh, it was the shopping mall developer. I don't know that. They did it as a promotional thing for the shopping mall they were building.
Advertising people. Yeah.
Yeah.
For what comic strip was Matt Groening known for before he created The Simpsons?
Life is Hell. It's fucking great.
Yeah. Correct.
I have some collections of it. Life is Hell is fucking awesome. It's like 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, it's
really
a rabbit.
Good. Yeah, it's a rabbit, Binky. It's so good.
What species are Chirpy Boy and Bart Jr.?
I'm guessing they're
flying
birds.
squirrels, dung beetles?
Sorry, what were the options?
Flying squirrels, dung beetles, or Bolivian tree lizards?
They're the lizards. I thought I was waiting to hear their options. I was pretty sure it was the lizards.
Oh, okay. Here's a hard one. Who are the disc jockeys at Springfield radio station KBBL 102.5?
This is one where I can literally open Simpsons Tapped Out and cheat and find out because I've got KBBL in there.
You could also Google it.
Yeah, but it's no. I was going to say it's Arnie Pie is the eye in the sky.
Yes,
it's someone.
Yes, the helicopter
Someone
pilot.
in the morning. It's that. No, I can't remember their names.
Bill and Marty.
Bill and Marty in the morning. Yeah.
When Abe Simpson went to the original Woodstock,
Yes.
who did he want to see perform?
Oh God. I have no idea.
No, they did perform there.
No idea.
Sha-na-na.
Sha-na-na. Okay.
You just imagine him telling that story. Okay, who's Abe Simpson's favorite TV hero?
Oh,
It's a lot of oldies' favorite TV hero.
yeah. It's I got
Keep in
it's
mind,
on
these
the
questions are from The Simpsons before the year 2000. So
it's on
these
the
are just 90s questions.
fucking tip of my tongue. No, I'm not going to get it.
Matlock.
Matlock. I was literally visualizing the actor's face, and I had the right person in mind, and I couldn't remember what it was. Matlock. Yes.
Exactly. No fun Googling it. Yes.
Yeah.
What's the name of Springfield's minor league baseball team?
The Isotopes.
Yes, correct. Yep. Okay. A real life replica of the Simpsons house is located in the suburb of what US city?
Oh, fuck knows. I don't know.
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Okay.
Which adult Simpsons character still lives with his mother?
Seymour Skinner.
Correct. I'll double check just to make sure. Yep. Seymour, the house is on fire. No, mother, it's just the Northern Lights.
My personal favorite line is, I think it might have been Mrs. Crabapple who says it, but someone says to Seymour when he's upset with him, they said, well, what are you going to do? Tell your mother? And he goes, oh, don't you worry, your mother will be hearing about this. Such a good line.
In what public place do Marge and Homer get caught making love? Is it A, a football stadium, B, a miniature golf course, or C, a supermarket?
The mini golf course.
Correct. But they do get caught naked at a football stadium, don't they?
Yeah, it's the whole thing. They're naked and they go off in the balloon. And my favorite is when Homer's on the rope and he hits the roof of the church with the glass roof, and he's dragging naked across the roof, and the pastor goes like, and we cast our eyes and cast our eyes up to our glorious, and he sees naked Homer on it. And he goes, look, cast your eyes down in prayer to God. Keep your eyes down. Keep your eyes down.
What glue does Bart use to attach joke stuff to his face?
I guess it's super glue.
Gunter from it's called Eternabond.
Eternabond. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have a rum banana drink before bedtime.
Well, that sounds yummy.
I know it does. That's why I'm doing
Rum and banana. What a great combination.
That's what I thought. Oh, I'm just changing what rum I'm going to use.
Oh, is this a banana liqueur?
Yes, I've got a banana liqueur. So I'm basically making a rum old fashioned, but the sugar element is going to be banana liqueur.
Yeah. So instead of
sugar syrup.
Yes, but yeah. Sugar
Using
water.
banana liqueur as the sweetener.
Who is Paige and Selma's favorite TV hero?
MacGyver.
Yep. What's the name of the real life comic company that publishes Simpsons comics?
Oh, I actually had Simpsons comics, so I know this.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Bingo?
Very close. Insanely close. One letter off. Do you want me to just tell you? It's Bongo.
Sorry?
Bongo.
What? Bongo comics.
Bongo.
See, I actually remember because I literally had Simpsons comics.
Mm. The only time I had Simpsons comics were a part of the you would get the small ones that were sold at the checkout.
Yeah. The ones I had were the Radioactive Man comics, and they're friggin' awesome because there was, I think it was a 4-issue run, and each issue Radioactive Man is in a different sort of archetypal period of comic publishing, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s.
Yeah.
It was really good, just taking the piss out of 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s comics. But yeah, so I actually had some. They're probably still in a box somewhere. My Simpsons comics.
So another couple of books I got for you, because I know that you love your old school trivia.
70s trivia. Ooh.
And of course,
80s. 80s is my jam. 70s I'd probably give a decent go.
well, I thought, just to mix it up, I'd have a 70s, 80s, and 90s kind of night,
Yeah. No. Excellent ideas.
Yeah, no, this is it. This is all the trivia I'm buying. I've bought too much.
Yeah, okay. You are now
really
trivia'd out. You've maximized your trivia collection.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I'm just not finding much online that I haven't got already. You're like, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
this turned out better than I thought it would.
Airline had the Simpsons painted on one of their airplanes?
Sorry, say that again?
What real life airline had the Simpsons painted on one of their airplanes?
Oh, hell if I know.
Western Pacific.
See, I've never heard of that airline.
I've never even heard of that airline, to be honest with you.
No, I've never heard of that airline. Sorry, I love Razor's idea. If we're going to have a 70s, 80s, 90s nights, we have to dress up as the generations. How do I do that? I don't know. Like, okay, I legit remember in the 70s, my flashiest gear, well, I was a little one, which I wore to my sister's wedding, was a denim safari suit. If I could get a denim safari suit to wear for a 70s trivia, I would do it. I just think it would be
I bought a leisure suit back in the early 2000s from an op shop.
Yeah,
and I look like leisure suit Larry. Like,
yeah. So Razor's take is, I should be 70s, you should be 80s, and he should be 90s.
Neon. Okay, yeah.
80s for neon. No, oh god, my dad was so into safari suits in the 70s. Look it up. Just do a Google search for 1970s safari suit.
Yeah.
It fucking rocks as a fashion. My dad had various colored safari suits, and I legit, as a kid, had a denim safaris, and my two younger brothers had them as well. Like, so for my sister's wedding, we were all dressed identically in denim safari suits. Crimes against fashion, basically.
That's a good question. Suffer's got a good question for you.
One
I'm curious about knowing too.
No, okay, so I was born in 66. So technically there would be some... I do not have memories that are tied to the 60s. Like, Dr. Abigail asked me the Stephen Colbert questions on a recent stream.
Yeah.
And one of them is, what's your earliest memory? And the one I remember, and I know I must have been very young, and so this would have been from the 1960s, is I'd picked up this thing and it was so colorful, and it looks like a magazine, and it looks so amazing, and it was so colorful. And there were 3 really big letters on the cover. And my grandfather was there, and I said to him, what does that say? And he says, that says Mad. That's what you are. So it was a Mad magazine, the Mad magazine comic.
Okay, yeah.
The fact that I did not know a 3-letter word, MAD, means I was at most like 3 years old. So
I remember Mad magazine used to come out in books back then. I had a book called Hopping Mad, which was like a boxing kangaroo with the word Mad written on his pouch.
Mad magazine as a comic dates back to at least the early 1960s. But yeah, and I don't know, that just kind of stuck with me, because remembering when I had to ask my grandfather what MAD was, it's like I was clearly extremely young, because reading's always been one of my strong points. And if I can't even read the word mad, I must have been at most about 3 years old.
And to be told that
Razor's saying we all try and block memories if they came from Tubbo. I kind of remember, and this is, you know how easy it is to have false memories? I have some pictures that were taken in the backyard of our house when I was little. I couldn't even stand up. Like, they have propped me up against the wall of the house to make it look like I can stand up. And one of the pictures, I'm with some of my siblings and we're all looking up. And I know what we're looking up is a plane going overhead, like going to the Dubbo airport. And I feel like I remember that, but I'm also conscious of that's actually probably a false memory because I have these photos and I know what's happening in the photos. If that memory is real, the memory of being in the backyard with everyone and looking up at this plane, that would actually predate the Mad Magazine one because I couldn't even stand up at that point.
You were born the same year we had the currency conversion, weren't you?
Yes, that's when decimal currency came in. 1966 was the introduction of decimal currency.
I don't think anything happened significant in Australia in 1979.
I don't know.
I know there was a big concert with all the big bands got together in 1979 called Rocktober and did a Rocktober thing.
Australia had some very big rock festivals in the 70s. Sunbury was a big one, which was in Victoria. That was a country town in Victoria. And these were kind of like echoes of Woodstock.
Yeah,
Ray's has a weird memory of grandfather who died when you were 3, playing on the old swing set in his backyard, going inside for a biscuit. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of we remember fragments from when we were kids. I remember stuff from my first day at school, because first day at school is dramatic. I remember the one kid who cried and screamed when his parents tried to leave him at kindergarten. He was not Jeff Bayless. I still remember who it was. Someone who I stayed friends with all through life. But I remember he was the one who screamed, who screamed crying. Oh, Rays, that was you? You were the one kid who didn't want to get left at school? Yeah. A teacher bribed you. Bribed the fuck out of you. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Justin, that sounds like a fun picture. Family in New York, of course, with the Twin Towers still in the background. You cried because you wanted more bribes from the teacher.
You took that like a week before the towers went down, I think.
Yeah, I think we've had that discussion. Yeah. So I think you did show us the picture, but I'm always keen to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, so that rum banana drink I made was even yummier than I thought it would be. So shout out to... This is a
banana liqueur. Where did you get that from? Was that from Dan Murphy's?
This is a relatively cheap rum you can get from Dan Murphy's. Plantation Original Dark. This is a really yummy rum. It is relatively cheap and really good. It's the cheapest plantation rum. But I did that and some cheap banana liqueur, and it was fucking yummy.
This is my dark rum. It's called Buckeye.
Oh, yeah. And you like that one?
Yeah, really yum. I've gone through a few bottles of this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like white rum better. I like clear rum better a lot more.
Yeah. But that that plantation Original Dark, it's the cheapest plantation, and I just got it for the first time not long ago. It's pretty good.
So I'm fascinated on the banana side of it, though.
The banana's just Voc.
Oh, right. Yeah.
This is made in Australia. This has been around since at least the 70s. This is made in Australia now, but I've got no shame. I've got 6 Voc liqueurs in there. It's just
my creme de cacao's Voc.
Yep. My dark creme. I just finished my white creme de cacao that was Voc. I've got dark creme de cacao that's Voc. Ray's reckons there's something historically significant in. Oh, that was the release of Mad Max. Okay. That's pretty historically significant. That's a great film.
Not like changing the currency or introducing the flag or.
Well, you know, we got
Yeah,
to
cool,
take
though.
what we can from.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Also, when
on
60
Discord.
Minutes Australia began. Okay. Oh, Justin put the picture on Discord. Oh, there we go. Again, it is. I just want to put it up because it is pretty cool. Just like a month before 9/11, there's Josie's family and the Twin Towers in the background, and they would not be there much longer.
I love the 90s t-shirts he's wearing too,
Yeah, it is. It is very much the t-shirts are a period of their time.
Oh,
So that.
speaking of which, have you seen this? My new t-shirt I got made up.
Oh, nice! You've got your nice home for the elderly. Yeah, nice.
Could you see that? I couldn't see. I was facing away from the camera.
Yeah, no. It showed up really well. Yeah.
Pretty happy about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
All right, let's try you on an 80s question.
Yes, go for it.
Unless you want the camera to yourself again. It's only got 4 minutes left to your stream's done.
Oh no, I'm waiting till Mrs. Angry tells me he's going to bed. She might stay up late.
Which 1981 film starring Dudley Moore and Liza Minnelli was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Screenplay written directly for the screen? Easy
Dudley
one.
Moore and Liza Minnelli.
Yeah.
Was that Arthur?
Yeah. Which
Okay.
1980s musical comedy starred former Saturday Night Live members John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd as
Blues
a pair
Brothers.
of friends attempting to put their band back together?
Yeah, Blues Brothers.
Yep. These are easy. Which British actress later went on to star in Mamma Mia and the Harry Potter films, played by what is that word? Eponymous.
Eponymous.
Yeah. Eponymous
That means
character
named
in
after.
1983's Educating Rita.
Right. Okay, so eponymous means the Rita, the name Rita. It's Julie.
Yep.
Fuck. I'm trying to remember her name because she is awesome. She has done great films. I
Is that
can't
the one
remember
where
it.
the trailer goes sex, sex, sex? If she goes to
Yes.
Greece or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I remember renting a video that he used to have that before the trailer before the movie. Yeah.
Yes. My new diet is sex, 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 sex. And then Emma goes, sounds like a great diet. What it's called? It's called the F plan. It's just- Julie Walters. Julie Walters.
You got it. You just beat me to it.
Yeah. She's great. She's done so many good films.
What's the name of the Buddy Holly song that lent its title to the 1986 film of the same name, starring Kathleen Turner in the titular role?
Okay, it's a time travel one. Peggy Sue.
Correct. Peggy Sue
Got Married.
Yep. Which actor starred in the 1982 rom-com Tootsie as an out-of-work actor?
Dustin Hoffman.
Okay. Rearrange the letters below to reveal the name of the 1980 film, which served as a parody of an earlier disaster movie. Real Pain.
Airplane.
Yep.
Also, trivia about Dustin Hoffman in Tootsie.
Yep.
So he cross-dresses to get a role. He's a actor who is struggling to get any work, and he cross-dresses to get a role in a soap opera. There's even a joke in the film where he has a lunch with his agent, but comes in character as the female thing, and the agent's confused, and he says, "It's who I am." And the agent goes, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And he's going like, "I'm doing great. Do you know I almost didn't get the role because I was too feminine? They wanted a hard bitch for the role." But I did see an interview with Dustin Hoffman where he said, it opened my eyes a bit because when I made this character, I thought she was genuinely interesting and sexy and wonderful. And I have to admit, he was basically saying, I wouldn't have fucked a woman like that. And I feel like I probably missed a lot of opportunities for really good relationships with people because I was really shallow. He literally said, playing this role actually helped me understand how shallow I'd probably been my whole life, because I'd probably been ignoring women who were really interesting and sexy and intelligent because they didn't fit into a really narrow definition of what sexy was, which I thought, I know some women find it a bit tiresome that he says things like that, but I kind of found it quite interesting.
Yeah, especially in the 80s.
Yeah, no, he was saying like 80s, 90s, he was saying it opened my eyes to, I'm probably a jerk. He was basically saying this role helped me understand I have probably been a jerk.
One more.
Yep.
According to the 1988 film of the same name, how many times do you have to speak the word Beetlejuice before he can be something? That's too easy, isn't it? 3 times. Yeah. All right. I'll do one more because that was too easy.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. E.T. These are all questions about the movie E.T.
Okay.
How about horrors? Horrors or E.T.?
Well, I have never watched E.T. from beginning to end.
So let's see how many you can get just because of that, okay?
Yeah.
Composer John Williams included in his E.T. the extraterrestrial score a musical reference to another space-related film in which he also composed the music for. What movie?
I'm guessing Star Wars.
Not quite. You're close. Star Wars.
Star Trek.
The
The Empire Strikes Back. It counts as Star Wars if it's the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah. Yoda's theme is briefly hinted in the E.T. Yep. Which actor who starred in the Indiana Jones film series filmed a cameo as a school principal, which was not included in the final edit, but is on the Laserdisc?
I'm assuming that's Harrison Ford?
Correct. The role of Elliot's younger sister was the first major film appearance for which actress?
Drew Barrymore.
Correct. What is the name of the children's toy that features
prominently?
Prominently, thank you. Having a tongue twisting night. In the machine built by E.T. in his attempt to phone home.
Speak and Spell?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
If you haven't seen this, you're smashing it. What kind of animals are shown being released in the classroom to prevent them from being dissected in the school science lab?
Is it frogs?
In order to prevent the plot being leaked, the film was given a nondescript working title. Was it called A, A Boy's Life, B, Night Skies, C, Growing Up, or D, Telephone Drama?
Okay, this would be a blind guess. I was going to go with Night Skies, but I kind of like Telephone Drama as an option.
A Boy's Life.
A Boy's Life. Okay, there you go.
I didn't know that. No one would have known that.
No, that was just a blind guess. No idea.
Weren't we raised, yeah. The young protagonist, Elliot, uses Reese's Pieces to lure E.T. out of his hiding place at the beginning. Beginning. Which 3 colors do chocolate candy pieces come in?
What color do Reese's Pieces come in? I know, but I know as a bit of trivia, they initially approached M&M's and said, "Do you want to?" do you want to pay us to have some product placement? And M&M's went, no, we'll pass. So they ended up with Reese's Pieces, and it boosted Reese's Pieces sales by just like a massive thing. You know what? I'm literally going with Ray's because I have no idea.
So close. 2 out of 3 there, dude. The third
Well,
one
you got 2 out of 3.
yellow and brown.
Oh yeah, he threw in brown there. Damn, you're all over it. Okay, that's Mrs. Angry going to bed. So, do we have any more ET questions?
No, that's that. We're good. We're good. We're good.
All right. So I'm gonna just put a little bit in this. So
thank you for humoring me tonight.
yeah, no, I freaking love trivia.
So, yeah, this is good. I got it out of my system now.
All right. This was a fun, chill night because I feel like I didn't drink an excessive amount last night, but I stayed up till 2 a.m. And the combination of like, I think I had like 6 cocktails. 6 cocktails is a lot, but it's not like fuck yourself up a lot. But the combination of having the cocktails and staying up till 2 a.m., I was tired and a bit off for most of the day.
You can see by the end of the video last night, you were really like spaced, Yeah.
No, I was tired and I'm certainly a little bit drunk. And so I was basically a bit tired most of the day. So I quite enjoyed just having a chill night tonight. So what am I watching tomorrow? Excellent question, because we finished the things we were watching. And I will recommend Chaos, Kaos on Netflix. We started rewatching Mad Men. We might watch a bit of Mad Men, but there's another new thing on Netflix with Nicole Kidman and Liev Schreiber called The Perfect Couple, which has been getting really quite hype sort of reviews. So we might be watching that tomorrow. And Race is watching Girls Gone Wild 3, back to the classics.
Girls Gone Wild, which is Grandma's.
Oh, Gilfs. Sorry. I keep forgetting that was the joke. Gilfs Gone Wild.
He goes with his type. He's got a certain type, yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna eat my cherry.
Season 7, if anyone's curious.
And, oh my god, those cherries are so good.
There's a movie that was edited by a YouTuber that I watch named Oliver Harper.
Yeah.
And he did like an 80s action kind of like Bloodsport kind of film. It has a whole bunch of 80s actors that were in it, that are all old now, like Cynthia
Rothrock, they would be. Yes.
Billy Bragg and a couple of people from No Retreat, No Surrender and stuff like that. So it's a real geek fest for me, someone like me who loves those old 80s kickboxing films and stuff like that. So it's called The Last Kanjati.
Okay.
Yeah, looks fun.
All right, it's fun. And yes, I am back in the office Monday, Tuesday. Probably next stream is Tuesday, unless I end up going out and having dinner with the offspring, but who knows? So whatevs, you'll take care and I'll see you another time. But